Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel for a new week on Infinite Magicraid, and we have a new banner coming this Friday on Excellent and Supreme Wishes. We are gonna have Moloch, Beetlejuice, Chardonnay, Magdi and Guhana. The only bad hero in my opinion is Beetlejuice. Tell me if you are using him in the comment below. I'm curious to see because I see nobody is using him and everybody is saying that this guy is a trash unit. You have so many better solutions for PvP, a championship also. Yeah, I don't find any team in which he can be useful, right? Then you have Moloch, Chardonnay, Magdi and Guhana, all great heroes, and I'm gonna show you that in a moment. Epic side, we have Anton, Jerry, Verto and Bizidon. Only Jerry is not a great hero, the others you can use them, okay? And we are gonna have the Double the Legend event also this Friday, this weekend on Excellent and Supreme Wishes. So the first legendary hero you are gonna summon is gonna give you another legendary hero for free. It can occur only one time during the weekend, so don't expect to have another one. Then we are gonna have a new chapter in the campaign, and this is gonna be another chapter from the same faction because I'm going to show that to you directly through the game. So if you have a look to the campaign, new journey, if you have a look to the map, as you can see, this stage looks like another underwater stage, right? And then probably we are going to reach the island and it's going to be the new faction, but we are going to have to wait. Every month we get a new chapter, so in November normally we should get the new faction, okay? I think this is going to be that way. So interesting. Remember also that during the new campaign stage we are going to have two events, farming events in the campaign in order to acquire some excellent wishes and miracle wishes. So interesting, right? So if we have a look again to the Discord, yeah, the fair arena starts again this week, okay? And we have something more to talk about. We have another poll on the Discord. They are asking us to choose another hero to rework between these 5 heroes. So Shia isn't reworked yet. I don't know, we have no idea when she's gonna be reworked in the game, but she needs to be, maybe next week, maybe this week, this Thursday, who knows. And so we are gonna have a new hero who is gonna be reworked. So if you have a look to the poll, everybody is voting for Edith first. I don't know why. Okay, she has a good design, maybe people expect her to deal more damage, but at the end of the day, we don't need more heroes in this faction, okay? Okay, she's gonna be bad, but Sana is interesting. She has a nice kit, and in my opinion, if Sana can get a rework, she's gonna be way better and a great damage dealer, right? Same comment for Bernes. He has a great kit, and he could be way stronger than that. Lam and Carrie are from the same faction, the Eternal Sect. And at the end of the day, you need some heroes in this faction, right? If you want to push the Abyss, and Lam has a unique kit dealing some HP based on the max amount of HP of the target, and with the rework, he can be such a great unit. So this is why I'm voting for him, but look at that, only 71 and 458 for Edith. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And we have also Carrie here. She's pretty unique. She can lower passively the crit rate of enemies, increasing your damage. She can deal a lot of damage. She can be nice, but I think Lam deserves the first rework. But people are voting for Edith, so it's okay for me. So now let's talk about the heroes in the banner. So, Moloch, if you already have Andras exclusive 3, Moloch is not going to change many things to your game, okay? But he is really interesting. At the end of the day, he's going to increase a bit more your damage than an Andras can do. So he is a better version of Andras. Then Beetlejuice just pass your way. This is not a great hero. He has some kit to increase your defense and steal buffs remove buffs passively from enemies when he takes an attack, but at the end of the day this is not a great hero. Chardonnay, great hero for the faction Abyss and also for the weathering cost in the bleed team. This is a great hero and you are going to need some exclusive on him. Exclusive 1 to apply the speed buff on your heroes. Exclusive 3, we are going to check that together. You know what? this is going to be clearer. If you have a look to the Forgottens, here on the first active skill, on the first exclusive, sorry, you can apply the Heavy Bleed 2, increasing the bleed damage taken by the target by 50%. And also with the second exclusive, you can increase the speed of your heroes by 40%, which is a lot, a huge buff. And with the third one, finally, you can also reduce the target's attack by 40%. So the last one is going to be great against the boss in Faction Abyss. Otherwise, if you have the exclusive 2, your Chardonnay is going to increase a lot the damage of your team on the weathering cost, okay? But the exclusive 3 is more for the Faction Abyss, and also he can heal your allies every time you're gonna hit enemies under Forgotten Wound. Interesting, right? So I'm gonna show that to you directly in the weathering cost, okay? So if we have a look to the battle test, yeah, at the moment we have that unique buff on the faction, on the weathering cost, increasing a bit more our bleed damage than the classic bleed damage buff. And so if you are using that one, you are gonna have more damage. But in order to talk about the hero, I'm gonna use that buff, okay? So this is the team I'm using at the moment. Chardonnay to increase my speed by 40% and my bleed damage by 50%. I'm using a Nidrold. This is my main bleeder. He is applying the bleed layers on the boss, and so he's dealing a lot of damage. And my restore is here to increase his attack, okay? So I'm gonna deal more damage with him. Then I'm gonna use Grace to increase the bleed damage of my entire team with a unique buff on my heroes, protect my heroes with a consolidation 2 and heal my heroes. And finally, Lysander to deal some bleed damage, but he is not here to apply some bleed layers on the boss. So if you check that, Chardonnay is pretty interesting, right? So this is the result I can have: 900 million damage, 81 million on Chardonnay, but he's not here to deal the main part of the damage. You are going to have more speed and more bleed damage on your entire team, and this is the job of a Chardonnay. But if you are using him in Abyss, he is going to be your main damage dealer, or he is going to tend to be. As you can see, I beat that stage, and this is the team I used. Okay, I used Chardonnay and Alicia, and both of them were performing great in this faction. So then you are gonna have Magdi. Magdi, same comment. He's gonna be great for the Faction Abyss and great for the Weathering Cost, but that time with a poison team. Okay, you are gonna select that buff, and you are gonna use this kind of team. You are gonna need the exclusive 3 on Magdi if you want to increase a lot his damage. Otherwise, he will do bad damage. Okay, because with the exclusive 3, he's gonna be able to put a toxic imprint on the boss using the basic attack. That means every time the boss is going to take a poison, he is going to deal some passive damage to the boss, and this is going to deal a huge amount of damage at the end. So look at that. 245 million on Magdi. This is the highest damage dealer of my team because of the exclusive 3. If you don't have it, it's not gonna work. On that team, you have also Dakota. Thanks to her first exclusive, she can increase the speed of your team by 40%, and the exclusive 3, the attack by 40% on your team. And then I have classic damage dealers, Veronica and Nida. And finally, Melot, in order to lower the resistance of the boss and to make my poisoners pursue the boss using the first active skill. And so it helps also to increase the damage of Magdi, right? So this is my poison team. Magdi is great in here, and he is also great in the Faction Abyss, in the Brotherhood. If I show that to you in a moment, yeah, I was able to clear the 29. So I'm gonna show you the team I used for the 29. Where is my team? Okay, my team is not here. Okay, here. Magdi is not in my team though, because I'm using Engi 3. But if you are having a look to the other heroes lineups, you can have a look, and there is a Magdi. If you have Ina, you are not forced to use Magdi because you are going to have the consolidation 2 and a shield. He can provide a shield to your heroes also, so both of them are great. So you are not forced to have Magdi for the Faction Abyss, but he can help a lot. Look at that, you have Magdi in many teams, right? So that was all about Magdi, and then you have Guhana, and Guhana is gonna be another great hero. You can use her in the Weathering Cost. Here, let me check. Normally, I think I have my Guhana in one of my teams, or maybe not. I don't want to use a poison team. I'm going to use a productive toxicant team, and this is the team I'm going to use, okay? In that team, I'm using Nicholas, but if you don't have Nicholas, we are going to have a look to the difference, okay? So this is with Nicholas. This is the damage I can reach, 920 million, but that time I'm going to use Guhana in the team. You know what? I can use Guhana here or instead of Pauline, and we are going to check the final result. Okay, so now replacing Nicholas by Guhana, I have a bit less damage, but it is still interesting, right? And now I'm gonna replace Pauline by Guhana, and we are gonna check the result. Okay, I need to put that on my team. Perfect. So let's check if it does make a huge difference. 900 million before with Pauline, and just a bit less that time. So Guhana can replace some heroes in your teams in the weathering cost, and at the end she is great and mandatory for the faction abyss, because this is the best support to have in the Sunset Sages. As you can see, I'm going to show that to you because I think some players managed to beat it. Yeah, using Guhana, you have Guhana everywhere. She is the best hero to have in here. Basically, if you have the second exclusive, she's going to increase the speed of your heroes by 40% instead of 20, and if you have the third exclusive, she's going to reduce your direct damage taken during the entire fight by 12% instead of only 6% after the first 2 turns. So she is great for that. And also in PvP, she is really interesting because in your 3v3 teams, you can use a Guhana somewhere if you need another turn meta increase, or in the championship, you can find her normally in some teams. Okay, we can't check that during the fight, so I can't show that to you, but you can find her in this kind of content normally somewhere. Let me check. Do we have a Guhana somewhere? I remember that some players are using her, but maybe not everyone. But you can find a Guhana somewhere. I'm pretty sure about that. Just check the lineups of everyone and you can find a Guhana. So that was all about the legendary hero, and then we are gonna have the epic ones. Anton, okay, Jerry, just don't talk about Jerry. This is a bad hero. Jerry, this is Jerry, okay? You can't do anything with her, okay? Immortal, heal your hero. She can apply a stealth on herself and steal the stealth in front of you. Damage immunity, block debuff, and block removal on one hero only. But at the end of the day, she needs to play, and she has a low amount of speed because this is an epic hero, and she will never provide the buffs to your heroes. She will die before, so this is not a great hero to use. Then you have Anton. He's still really interesting today because great for the Force Mark Tower. He can apply many buffs to your heroes and heal your heroes. Shield 40% of his max HP. Consolidation 1, only hero who can provide a consolidation for the Force Mark. And passively, he is great in PvP because if you take a heavy attack on your heroes, he is gonna stun the opponent, and it cannot be resisted and cannot be cleansed. So this is a great hero for that. And also he can heal, increase your turn meta, and cleanse dots on your heroes. So this is a great one. Then Verto, great hero to use if you need some more. He is in the Sword Arbor Guards. Great hero to use if you need some more effect hit. He's going to increase your effect hit between 22% and 44% depending if you have an attack buff on your heroes. He can provide the attack buff 40% on your heroes, lower the turn meta of enemies by where is it, 10%, and lower the crit rate of enemies by 25%, which is a lot, and reduce, yeah, this is a nice hero to use in fact, and reduce the effect hit by 25% on the basic attack. And then the final hero, Bizidon, another great one. Can give an extra turn to one of your hero, cleanse all the debuffs and remove all the buffs, and then apply attack plus 40%, crit rate 50%, and crit damage 60%. But be careful, he can also place a defense down 60% on the same target. But give an extra turn to your hero, and then you can nuke the target using that. This is a great hero for that. And also he can apply attack down, resistance down. He's gonna have more damage depending on the enemies you are gonna kill, and an inferior 7-1 on the basic attack. So that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.